Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be doing this makeup look right here. And wait, before you scream at me or scream at the screen being like, Mars, you have done this look a bajillion times. Can we just get some green eyeliner and black lips, please? Firstly, I ain't that girl. Secondly, when I tell you, you are going to love this look, this is for all of those people who do not have time to do their full face of makeup, period. Okay, this is the look I have been thriving on. I've been wearing this almost every day. Literally, when I tell you that this is the look I have fallen in love with, trust me, it's so quick. It's so easy to do. It's very simple, and we're playing with lip and cheek tints today. Okay, I don't think I've ever spoken about tints because I thought it was not a product for me, but boy was I wrong. Okay, I have fallen in love with lip and cheek tints, and I think that is my next favorite thing to wear at all times. Now, if you see my skin, it looks so youthful, so healthy, and it's one of those clean, fresh makeup looks that's gonna last you a long time. Okay, so yeah, I mean, if you want to watch how this look is done and if you are interested, then please continue watching. Alright guys, so the most important thing in this kind of a look is skin prep. Okay, you have to put on moisturizers, primers. That's what sets the face for the makeup you're about to do. Because we're not putting a lot of product on our face, we have to take care of how our skin looks. Okay, so the more moisturized, hydrated, glowy your skin looks, the better the makeup is going to turn out. So I've tried to use drugstore products in this video. Usually I would use the Charlotte Tilbury cream and things like that. There is, I think, one or two products that are high-end, but the rest of them are drugstore. So I'm gonna go in with the Color Bar Water Bomb. This is the Magic Water Creme, and it is really good, very hydrating on the skin, and it's drugstore. So that's why I'm gonna use this all over my face. All right, I got you in closer so you can actually see how my skin looks. So it's really dry right now. So I'm gonna take 2 pumps of this, and I'm just going to apply this all over. Okay guys, so now that I'm done with moisturizer, I definitely want to go in with more layers of moisturization because I'm a dry skin type. Okay, so for my girls with oily skin, you will just put like a layer of moisturizer and a little bit of primer because the oils will show up during the day. But for my dry skin girls like me, this is what you will follow. Okay, just try adding more hydration into your skin. So what I'm gonna do is I usually take the Versali liquid glass. This is so beautiful. This is the mini version, and this literally makes your skin like glass. Exactly what it says. It's so hydrating. It's very beautiful on the skin. This is gonna be like your best friend, but it's quite expensive. So I have an alternative for you. This is the Color Bar Perfect Selfie Primer Oil. Even this is a great alternative. You just need some sort of a beauty oil on your face. So once you've put the moisturizer, you can go in with either a strobe cream or a beauty oil or something that gives you that extra hydration. So what I'm gonna do is just drop a few drops and just work it in. Now this primer oil is not very oily or tacky. It just smells good and it's got like a good texture to it, you know. So that's why I'm recommending this. Alright, so this is one side and it looks really nice, extra hydration, but I'm gonna go in with the Versali next. Alright, so this is the liquid glass and it's obviously a little more popping. It's so beautiful. Even this is really nicely hydrated. So you can really decide depending on what your budget is. But obviously don't go in with 2 primer oils. Just pick one and just go with it. Okay, so this is how my face looks after the moisturizer and the Versali liquid glass. I love how my skin looks. So now when you step out, even just like this, your skin will look so beautiful and juicy and healthy. It feels like you drank a lot of water. Okay, that's the effect we're giving. So now that we're done with this, we definitely have other areas we can cover with primer. Okay, so my nose area over here has a lot of like pores, which are very visible if I don't cover them with a primer. So I either use the Smashbox pore minimizer, or I go in with the Benefit Professional primer. Now there is like the NYX pore filler primer as well, which is great. I will have some alternatives linked down below just so you can test it out. So just like the Farsali and this are like high end because they're so good, and I use this every day, and that's why I wanted to show you my true everyday routine. Okay, so what I do is I take very little in my hand, okay, and I'm just going to massage it onto my nose and my problematic areas. So there are different primers that come, okay. One is like oil control, shine control, one for dry skin, matte primer. There are a bunch of primers out there. So whatever you're tackling, that's the primer you will use. Primers are really cool actually. I used to avoid primers back in the day, but I cannot do without them now because I've understood the importance of a primer. Okay, it just creates a barrier between your makeup and your skin if you use it all over your face. And if you have like large pores around here, you know, as we grow older we have like pores around here, that's what a pore filling primer does, or something like this will do. Okay, you just tap it into the skin and it mattifies and fills in the pores of your skin, which I think is great. It just blurs everything out and looks beautiful. Okay, I lied. There's like one more high-end product. It's this one right here. It's the MAC Strobe Cream in Pink Light. Girl, when I tell you, this is such a good product. Like, you get minis of this as well, so check out the minis. You can also use the NYX primer, and even Maybelline has a strobe cream which is really great. So any sort of a strobe cream. Now what do I mean by strobe cream? Okay, it's basically a lotion with a little bit of illuminating properties in it, so it makes your skin look very like luminous and like duochrome. It's got this nice purple pink sort of an effect on it. So what I do is I just put this on the high points of my face. I know you might be like, Miles, that's a lot of product, but trust me when I tell you, if you want your skin to look juicy and beautiful and healthy, like you've not worn a lot of product on your face, skincare is what you should take care of so that you can minimize your makeup products. Okay, so you go up on your skincare and reduce your makeup products. Okay, so the more you hydrate your face, the more you allow the skincare to sit, the more beautiful your base is going to look. Okay, so now that I have my skin looking gorgeous, can you see what the strobe cream did? It just amplified the moisturizers that we have underneath. It just like brought it back to life. Okay, so this is how it looks. Otherwise, it's gorgeous just as is. Okay, now we're gonna cover a little bit of dark circles that we have, some blemishes over here. I got a little bob that came to visit. Here also left a blemish, and here. So we're gonna cover those little things, okay? So now, we're not gonna use any foundation for this video. We're gonna use just concealer. Now for concealer, you know I love my LA Girl Pro Conceal. This is in pure beige. And then I'm going to use the Swiss Beauty Concealer. I've actually been liking this concealer. This is in the shade 03 Light Moyen. I think it's so good. And for my girls who have a little bit of a deeper dark circles, you will use a color corrector. Okay, this is the one I have. It's the Nykaa Insta Blur in the shade Peach, and I've used this before and it's really good. Now I don't usually use color correctors because I think I don't need it, and it's just an added step in my routine and an added product which I don't need to add on my face. But for my girls who actually really need to cover their dark circles, this is the product you can use. Okay, so I think this is a great stick to just have in case you are battling with very dark eyelids or, you know, darkness around your mouth. This is gonna help combat that. That's what a peach corrector does. All right, so I'm adding a little bit over here just to show you what it does. I do not use this at all. Okay, this is not a step I go in with. So you can just use a little bit more on the inner corner, a little bit on your lid, and just use your fingers to tap it in. Okay, but for you who needs a color corrector on a daily basis, I think this stick is super lightweight and it doesn't apply too much product, so you can control how much you're putting, and it's in a very good travel friendly size. So I think I really like this corrector as well, and it gives you a very nice smooth application. It's hydrating under the eye. That's what I love about it. So this will control your darkness a little bit, and then you can go on with concealer. Okay, For my girls who do not need a color corrector, just go in directly with your concealer. All right, so this is the part you have to pay attention to. We want less product, but we definitely want some makeup on our face, okay? This is not a no makeup. There's definitely product going on, but we're just using like minimal products, you know? This makeup I actually do in under 5 minutes. I'm done with this in 5 minutes. But the fact that I'm explaining it to you takes time. Okay, I'm going to take the e.l.f. sponge, which I've been loving lately a lot. And I'm just going to blend this concealer in. Now, for you who have been following me regularly, you know that I always use two concealers for the fact that this is like very similar to my skin tone, okay, pure beige. And this sort of cancels out the darkness. It's got that orange undertone, so it's going to cancel the darkness. It's going to even my skin tone. Now, I use another concealer to brighten further. That's why I use another concealer, but you don't have to, okay? You can stop with one concealer if that's the look you're going for. But I am very used to brightening my under eye a little bit more. Hence, two concealers. Okay, so this is the look. It looks very good. It's cancelled out the darkness. I'm just gonna go on my lid because you can see a little bit of darkness as well. I'm gonna go over my blemishes too. Little bit around my nose, and then you want to start blending it in. Of course, use your fingers as well. That also works. Okay, so now that it's all blended, it's even tone. However, the concealer is a little bit orange than my skin, so you can see the difference. And we want to even that all out. So I'm going to take the Swiss Beauty concealer next. Alright, so our face seems a little bit more even. What I did is I also dragged the concealer out to the rest of my face. Concealer is a great base, by the way. Like, it really gives you full coverage. Setting your face is super important, even if we are using face tints, which I'm about to use in just a bit. Okay, now tints don't sit very good on powder products. Not a lot of tints, okay? They're very liquidy, very watery, and they need to be done on bare skin or skin that hasn't been set. That's when it's beautifully blended out, okay? With powder, it becomes very patchy. So don't set your face and powder your face completely and then go in with a tint. It's absolutely not the way to do it, because I have tried and tested all of that and it does not work. It's very patchy. But we want to set our eyes because we definitely look a little bit too shiny. So for that, again, I'm going to take my Maybelline Fit Me Loose powder, and what I'm going to do is set it really smartly. So you're going to take your sponge, you're going to get rid of all the creases, and you're going to dip your sponge in the powder, and you're just going to either bake or set, whatever works for you. Baking works for me. So I'm going to bake the inner part of my eye. That is it. Okay, and whatever's remaining, I'm just going to set the center bit of my face. The center does turn really oily after a bit for most of us. So you want to take a little bit of powder and just make sure you are pressing it in, okay? Don't go anywhere near the cheek area because we're about to apply our tint. We're gonna let the powder sit while I do my brows. Okay, now brows are important to do. If you have really thick, beautiful, bushy brows, you can avoid this step. But I really like good, bold, structured brows. So I'm gonna take the Rufa Beauty Brow Pencil in the color Ebony. Okay, this is with me filling it in a little bit. You can automatically see the structure in this brow as compared to this, so it just looks a little nicer. I'm going to take the e.l.f. brow gel and I'm just going to go over my brows. Okay, now comes the main part, which is the lip and cheek tints. Now, I have been using tints so much lately. Like, when I tell you this is the look I wear almost constantly, this is it. Like, trust me. Okay, tints are gonna be your best friend when you grow older, because I feel like it just makes you look super youthful, man. There's something about a tint that I absolutely enjoy these days. I was a complete anti-tint person. When I tell you that, I was like, dude, this product is just never gonna be something I enjoy. And now I just look for tints to buy because they're so good. Okay, let me give you some options of the tints that I've been loving. Okay, so the first one is the Bennett tint. This is the most like famous tint and it's really beautiful. It's very liquidy, like you can see. And this is the mini version. It's the 4.0 ml. The next tint is the e.l.f. monochromatic multi-stick. This I came across very recently. It's not my most favorite one, but I love the idea of a stick, you know, rather than this being liquidy. You can just like tap this on and blend it out. It has a little bit more glitter particles in it and not shimmer, and that's what I don't like about this, but I still use it. You know, when I'm around the house, I just use it and I really like it. So that's why I gave this a shout out, because I do use it. The next tint is by, I don't even know this brand, but it's the Water Fit tint. Okay, and it says FMGT here. I don't know what that is. This is in 05 Cherry Kiss. I'll find it and link it below, but it's like a water jelly sort of a formulation. Okay, it's not that liquidy. So I usually put this on the inside of my lip and I just tap it. I'll show you what I do with it actually. And just a little bit on your cheeks, same thing. But my most favorite tint is this one right here. This is from the Face Shop, I believe. This is the Ryan something collection that came out. I don't know if it's still available, but this is in the shade of
Can't see better.
01 Graceful Rose. My eyes. Okay, and this formulation has to be my favorite. I love the fact that firstly it's so cute. Secondly, it's got a mousse texture. Okay, it's not liquidy, it's not gel, it's a mousse texture. So it's definitely not gonna fall off. And I love the fact that this can be a beautiful lip product as well. And I have used this like a crazy person. Like I have overused this. I realized I didn't set my eyelid. What the heck? That must have been really disturbing to watch. I'm so sorry. The tint I've been using lately is this one right here. This is the Ilana Beet tint. It's beetroot pigmented lip and cheek tint. So freaking pretty. This one is just gorgeous, but it's very liquidy. Okay, it's literally like, girl, it's water inside. And I've used a lot. Like I've used it till here. It's so good. I'm gonna apply that on my skin right now and show you how it applies. Okay, so now how do we use tints, Mars? Okay, you will definitely not powder any of this. Okay, do not powder your cheek. It's very important. I have to keep specifying it. And all you're gonna do is, this is the color of it. Okay, it's like bright red. Okay, you're gonna put it at the back of your hand. Your hand is going to stain, but you can wash it. Okay, just 2 drops at the back. Take your beauty sponge. Okay, this is gonna be your best friend. You can obviously apply this with your finger, but I love the even application of a beauty sponge. It is unbeatable. Can you see the beautiful application of this tint? And the fact that it's done with a beauty sponge makes all the difference, because of course your finger's great as well, but I feel like you don't get an even application. You know, this just presses into the skin so beautifully. Any beauty blender that you have. Okay, I'm gonna do it once again. Drop. Take the beauty sponge, let it absorb, keep tapping it. Okay, and when you see the color on here, mild, slow application, very soft applications. Don't put pressure on your cheek. Okay, just like tap and pull up, tap and just. I love tints. Like, I don't know what happened. I'm just in love. Oh my god. And when I tell you, like, I wore this the other day and I went out, and girl, like when I came back home, it was still there. Because it's a stain, right? It's a stain and it's gonna be tattooed on your face until you wash it off. When you use cream blushes or powder blushes, they come off really easily and very fast. But these tints stay tattooed on your skin for a very long time. So it's one of those products that has that benefit as well. Oh my god, girl. And doesn't this look like a more healthier version? Doesn't this look like a more juicy, youthful looking skin? Okay, so what I do is I don't just do it on my cheek area. I take it all the way up till my temple because it just looks very like cohesive and put together. And do not forget your nose. Like, do not forget your nose, okay? Because trust me, this is where it looks all cute and like sunburnt and sun-kissed, and it just looks so beautiful. I cannot get over this. I think this look is best worn in office when you have those long days but you don't want to cake up your face with too many products and clog your pores. I think this is very light-hearted, it's beautiful, very minimal products, and you look really pretty too. I'm going to take some bronzer. You can totally skip this step. I don't do this step at all, but I'm teaching you things that you can do, giving you alternatives, okay? Take this and just add a little bit of something, just a touch of product, just a touch of product. Okay, don't overdo it because that's not what we're going for here. For all of you who want to contour, again, you will just take a little bit of product. This is the L'Oreal bronzer. Okay, same brush, just go over your eye. This has no eye makeup, okay? This look is without any eye makeup. Literally, that's it, just to give some color. Okay, you can also use the tint. Okay, you can just put a little bit of tint on your eyes and that's gonna be great as well. Okay, so then you're gonna use a lash curler. This is from Color Bar. I recently purchased this from Nykaa. When I tell you you need a lash curler, just take my word on it. You need a lash curler. I don't know what I was doing without it for so long, but we need it. I'm gonna show you the difference between no lash curler and lash curler just so you can see. Okay, I'm gonna take this and you're gonna press. Can you see my lashes already as compared to this? Like, it's already lifted. It already looks like it's come to life. I'm taking the Color Bar Zoom and Whoosh mascara. Okay, so can you see? I mean, it's still lifted, but it's a little like wonky, you know? It's not very like beautifully fanned out. So if you want the fanned out gorgeous effect, you're gonna just use the curler. Okay, so I don't do mascara underneath my lashes anymore. Like, I just feel like it looks really nice and clean. Only when I do dramatic looks, that's when I do it. So I'm gonna move on to lips now. Even for lips, you can just use your lip tint. I'm gonna take this pencil from K-Beauty. It's a nude lip pencil in the shade Hype. Okay, for lipsticks now, you can go all crazy. I mean, honestly, you can use any color you like. Okay, lipstick is my favorite thing. So either you can use the lip tint that you just used, which is this beat tint right here. You're gonna get the same color onto your lips, just like a lip stain, and tap it on. You can definitely do underneath your lipstick because it's gonna be a stain and last a long time, like if that's the look you're going for. Nice, it's got some color, it's beautiful, it lasts the entire day because it's a lip stain. But what I'm gonna do is add a little bit of something to my lips. You can go in with any nude lipstick you have. This is Interview by Huda Beauty. And I take this tint. You can take whatever tint you're using generally and just do it on the inside. I think this is a Korean technique. They just put tint on the inside of their lips. Alright guys, so this is the final look. I love how this looks. I think it's so put together and you still look very youthful, very fresh. It doesn't look too cakey or powdery. I love the fact that it's still glowy around here and your whole face is glowing. You can definitely apply some cream highlighter or powder highlighter on your outer parts. I'm just gonna skip that bit because I think it looks very glowy as is. So yeah guys, this is it. This is the final look. I'm sure all of you are going to love this when you start this look, you're never going to stop. It's one of those timeless, classic, beautiful, quick makeup looks, because sometimes we don't got the time to sit and literally contour our face and stuff. So yeah. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, you guys. I love you so much from the bottom of my heart. If you do put on this look on a daily basis, or you have your own techniques and stuff, let me know down below. I would love to know what you do on a daily basis. I know a lot of you apply kajal and liner as your everyday go-to, and that's amazing as well. I mean, it really brings out the eyes. But for me, I feel like a more clean look is what suits my face. So I love you. I hope you try this look, and definitely tag me if you do, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.